I'm a realistic person. There's something amazing about living with true intention,
and then a female one that could be more emotionally stronger.
exceptions don't disprove the rule. You're telling me if you were to fly into a hurricane and you had the choice between a male pilot and a female pilot, you wouldn't have zero preference at all, Dave?
Not knowing anything about either of them, they're both pro pilots. No, I wouldn't. We're not talking about dunking a basketball.
Well, I would choose a man because I know from my own personal experiences that when shit hits the fan and emotions are high and it's life or death, that the man is more likely to remain calm. And calm is what's going to keep me alive. So I would choose the man. For the same reason, I would choose women to do other things. Women are better at other things than men. And I'll sit here and say women are better at X.
So, for example, everything you've said, you've possessed, you've proved your point, right? But as a high-value woman, if I respect and love my partner, I'm not putting that pressure. I would say, babe, do you know what? You can have a little rest. Like, there are women that actually enable men to process that emotion.
Agreed.
But yeah, so we'll still go back to tomorrow, okay.
Agreed.
Let's go back to work. But there are good women out there that don't put that pressure. I feel like your reality on women is warped because of a certain caliber of women. Yes, it is.
I agree. You're right. But you're missing a very vital point of that story.
That's the first time I heard him start it.
But as a high-value woman, before you say to that man, you can have a day off and you're allowed to be sad today, you will only even get with him. Let me change that. You will only even acknowledge he exists if he's ignored how he feels 99% of the time before that. Because if he was sad most of the time before that, he never would have got to a place where he could attract a woman like you.
Yeah, Tate be saying some shit, bro.
Women don't know what they want.
Here we go.
They don't. Women want things women think they want things and then they get them and they leave the dude.
Yes. All right, bro. Story time again. We got another story time. Even though the other story time completely failed, I had audio playing in the back. I didn't have my mic, my headphone volume on. Story time. Story time. I'm with my girl, my ex now. She came from a very very stupid, toxic relationship, right? She got out of it for 3 years. I was the rebound dude, right? And I feel like I done fucked up by being the rebound dude, right? I knew I was the rebound dude. All right. Boom. I at this point in my life, I'm 22, so like 21, 20, late 20s, late in my 20th year and all 21 and after, I started getting money, right? So I got with this chick, right? And she low income, lived in like out of state. I'm in New York. She lived like another state. I'm not gonna say what state she was in, right? She was low income. She drove like a little Camry with like 200,000 miles and shit, right? At that time, I had a Mercedes C-Class, right? C-Class, blue C-Class, C300, 2020, right? Before the redesign, right? The one right before the redesign. All right. Bro, she's telling me stories of how she met this guy in Maryland and she brought him a cologne and all she wanted was like a gift because she came all the way from that state. And that guy came on a train with a ripped shirt. Like, they didn't even really care. And stuff like that, right? He didn't even have a car. He can't drive. We can't meet. We can't do none of that. And I'm just like, wow. Even though we live quite a while from each other, we could still meet every week, correct? So, I'm like, oh, man, I feel really bad for you, you know? So, first couple times we linked. Next time, I got her a little Chanel perfume, right? She's telling me she just wants to be loved. Like, she's just lost and wants to be loved, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, bro, I'm a lover boy, bro, certified. So, I have a huge soft spot. I find a lot of little stuff cute. You may not think of it by looking at my face, but I look like I'm a really soft dude, believe it or not, right? Boom. So, we go. I bought her Chanel number 9, right? Big bottle. Bought her Chanel number 9. After I bought her Chanel number 9, she's still cool, acting nice and polite, right? But then she's like her toxic traits that start showing up, right? And I'm like, bro, I don't really want anything. If you feel like you're being toxic just to not give me a gift, like, please don't do that. I don't want a gift from you, right? So she continued being toxic. We still talking, like, you know, we fucking all that shit, right? I bought her another Chanel perfume, alright? I bought her Marc Jacobs Daisy. I bought her clothes. I'm starting to give her money every week. I bought her Chloe Love Story. I bought her all that shit, right? I gave her all this bread. And what does she do? Treats me like absolute garbage. When I cry, she doesn't care. When I'm happy, she doesn't care. When I'm giving her something, she still doesn't care. She's like, you didn't have to do this for me. You didn't have to do this for me. You didn't have to do this for me. And I'm over here crying. She's hanging up. I'm freaking trying to call her back. She's declining. Well, what does this say about women? This says they don't know what they actually want in life. They will torture you. They will torture you, bro, because you're not in a position of fame. But you can have money and they'll still treat you like garbage, right? You gotta have fame too, like Aiden Ross, like Kai Cenat, like Andrew Tate. You gotta be on that type of level for them to respect you enough to not fucking make you cry. Because, bro, I'm just a softie that has some money. They don't really care. They could find another guy that has money too. Like, I'm not the only guy that has money. It's just the torture and I don't even care about having a pretty girl, to be honest, bro. I care about how I'm being treated. And she has never treated me right. I swear to God. I don't think I have ever been treated right by her. But anyways, that's enough of my story time.
Women don't have a clue what they want. I want a guy who's sweet and sensitive and takes care of my needs and thinks about me.
That's me.
Blah, blah, blah. They're all out there. None of you are with them. Why? Because women don't want that. Women don't actually want that. Women want to be with a man they respect. Women are only going to enjoy their time with and end up feeling in love with a man they genuinely respect. And unfortunately, to be respected, some of the qualities are detrimental to the overall relationship's, let's say, happiness.
What do you do with that emotional pain?
Is it pain?
Isn't it?
No.
I don't know, man. Because I know pain. I'm talking real pain.
Physical pain.
Yeah, but physical pain, people have this idea that emotional pain's worse. They ain't never had a knife stuck in their skin.
That's true.
I know pain. They never had their face broken. I know pain. I don't feel emotional pain. Like, even if in the worst possible scenario my brother died, that's the worst thing that can possibly happen to me. I'm still gonna get up, go to the gym, lift weights, drive my cars. I'm still, because that's just all you can do is progress.
Right, you can't be
You
stuck
don't
in the
think people
back.
need time to mourn? Like when your father died, did you need time to mourn?
Absolutely, you can mourn, but you can mourn while you lift those weights, while you drive that car, and while you buy that coffee and pick those bitches.
That's true. That's very true.
You have to have multiple passports. You have to be on multiple grids. The idea of living off grid is complete fallacy. You can't do that. You have to be on as many grids as possible. This is what you talk about fuck you money. The people with fuck you money don't even own anything. They own a share of an entity which owns things they can borrow. They have unlimited citizenships and passports. They have money out in the metaverse, in the sky, hidden all around the world. Fuck you money isn't about having money in your bank account in your name. If you still do that, you can't say fuck you to anybody.
That's right.
I would disagree on some of that. I think there could be another side that would argue the fuck you money is they have so much, but they don't have 20 armed guards, and they can do everything you just said because they're viewed not as a threat to the government.
And I like the things you say, by the way, but just you to understand that the paradigms that we view the world in are completely and utterly different, because you still believe in the idea of a law-abiding citizen. You believe that if you're a law-abiding citizen, the government's never going to come for you and they're never going to hurt you because you stick to the rules. And if you have not learned anything in the last 3 years of COVID, that the rules can be turned and used against you at any moment to lock you in your fucking house without reason, where they can come along and become a communist country at the drop of a hat and literally restrict your very movement, and you to sit there and say that I trust these people absolutely.
How the fuck can you have such crazy responses without starting, without thinking? Like, you gotta be a genius for this, bro. I ain't gonna lie. He's a smart dude. Whether you like him or not, you gotta respect this guy is smart as fuck. And if I have the chance to meet him, I would love to have a talk with him, bro.
absolutely and completely with my freedom and control over my life is asinine.
It's asinine, guys. It's asinine. He is one smart motherfucker, bro. Let's just leave it at that. Leave it at that. Andrew Tate deserves his success. He deserves the whips. Everybody deserves everything they have. There's no reason. If you feel like if you deserve more than what you have, first of all, you're very ungrateful. Second of all, there's obviously life choices that you have made to get you in the position where you feel like you deserve more. If you play your cards properly, everybody gets dealt the same cards. You just have to use them properly. Everybody has the same brain. You just have to use it properly. It's very stupid to think that you deserve more. You deserve what you do. Whatever you do is what you deserve. Okay? There's no other way to put it. Stop saying you deserve a Bentley. Stop saying you deserve a Mercedes when you drive a Honda. There's a reason why you're in that car. There's a reason why you're not in a Mercedes. There's a reason why you're not in a Bentley. There's a reason. I'm not in the Bentley. There's a reason why I'm not in the Bentley. I haven't worked that hard. I haven't got to that level where I could get a Bentley. I haven't got to the level where I could get a Lambo truck. I haven't got to the level where I could buy a Maybach. I'm at the level where I have a GLE coupe. GLE 53 coupe. That's my dream car for now. Once I make more money, I will have more money to spend. There's no reason why you are complaining about why you have a Honda, you should have a Benz. And for every girl that says, why are you listening to Andrew Tate? You don't have money, you don't have anything. Fuck you. Fuck you. You don't have anything. You leech off the guy. I love independent women that can make money for themselves and then get with a guy and become a powerhouse couple. But stop saying you're broke because you drive a Honda. There's a reason you got with him. You knew he had a Honda. Why the fuck you got to make fun of the guy now? This whole world is corrupted, bro. What time is it, bro? It's time for me to get breakfast, man. I got so much other topics to talk about, but I got discouraged by DoorDash story being overtook by audio that I